Hello everyone, this is Jeff from Mid-Atlantic Craps and welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today we're actually going to be doing a video about how I practice a strategy before I hit the table that you see in front of you. Typically in the past I would do that when I would practice just my own strategies. But here lately I've been using this app to practice out strategies that my subscribers have sent to me. And with that said, the name of this video is actually going to be called Practicing the Strategy the Non-Rollout Way. And we're going to get right to it. I've pre-recorded a little bit of a video that I shot on my phone app last night, and that app sort of looks like this. And we're going to go ahead and switch over to the full table and actually get this whole process started on how we do this rollout. So give me about 15 minutes. We'll come back and talk about the strategy and how I use this after the video. Hello everyone, this is Jeff from Mid-Atlantic Craps, and this screen that you're looking at now is the actual screen of my phone app that I use to play and practice craps. It is an Android-based program. I don't know that they have it available for iOS, so you would have to go and look, but in the Google Play Store you can find it, and it's free. I actually happen to be running the paid version, which I think was about $2.99. as in $2.99, and the paid version gives you the ability to not be the shooter, and the biggest advantage I find is turning the puck off and on. As you see, it's just gone on or off, so you can be on the come out. In this particular strategy that I'm going to roll out, we're going to be off on every one of the come outs. So basically, I'm going to roll out a few rolls here on this strategy, and how I've used it lately is, as I've been getting strategies to use on my videos, I practice them here before I head to WinCraps, which is a PC-based software where I can program specific dice rolls in and do a few more things with it. This is going to be all random rolling. And then from there I go to the table and I shoot videos. So for those of you that hear me say that my videos are shot unedited, I do practice a strategy, and this is a software I use. So I'm going to show you an example of how I would use it. So this strategy was sent to me by somebody that we all know, but I'm going to talk about that afterwards. It's basically a martingale style strategy, although with the regression, I'm sure he doesn't want to call it martingale, but you'll see what happens. So basically, we start with 120 on the inside. So that's 30 on the 5, 6, 8, and 9, and we just roll it out till we lose. Once we lose, we up it to 60. We roll it out for 2 hits, we regress back down. If we lose it to 160, we go to 90, 120, 150, and 200. I've rolled it out now about 5 times on this program, and each time I've won. I don't know that I'm going to win this time, but I am recording it for the first time this time. So let's get right to it and see exactly what happens. We're already 2 minutes into the video. As you can see, there's my video timer. So we've got our 120 out, and we're coming out. Now, I did turn the sound off, so you won't be able to hear the program itself, but it does have voice commands, and there's some prompts that's going to come up, so just bear with me. As you can see, we had a come out 7. Doesn't hurt us. We're off. We've established a point, so now we're going to roll until we actually lose that 120. Now, you might seem to say that sounds silly to do that, but that's the strategy. And if you get in a long roll, the strategy proposer suggests that you go ahead and you come out and put money on the 4 and 10. In this case, I would lay 30 for the 4 and 10. Okay, so there's our first hit on the 120, and we lost it. We knew that was going to happen. Guys, that's just part of the game. So with this strategy, we're now going to come out for 60, and we're going to do 2 hits and come down. Now, the time we were off on the come out. The time that I've run this, I've gotten down to as low as $700 before coming back up and winning. Now, my win rate on this game, we're going to go until we get close to a $500 win rate on a $2,500 buy-in. And I could see where this realistically would be a $2,500 minimum buy-in, because this is high risk. There's no doubt about it. But let's see what happens. I'm pretty sure we hit once. Okay, so right off the bat, we've lost at the 120 level, and we've lost at the 240 level. So now we're going up to the $90 level, and I don't have the pre-programs on any of those. There's some prompts that come up. I don't have those, so I'm going to have to set them up if we lose on this at this level. All right, so point is 4. There's the first hit. There's our second hit. So what we're going to do is we're going to take the chips off the table. Let's see, we were at the $90 level, so we're going to come down to the $60 level. And I'm pretty sure this is how it was explained to me. So we're coming down to the $60 level, and we want to get 2 hits here before we would regress back down to the $30 level. Let's just see what happens. If we lose here, we would go up to the $90 level again. Okay, so there's 1 hit. There's 2 hits. So we would, in turn, let me show you that money that's there. And this little program can tell you what you win and so forth. And you have different varieties of how to set it up from beginner to advanced. So we're going to pull all the chips off the table. We're going to collect it. You can see that we're actually ahead after taking a hit on both the 120 and the 240 level. Now, the puck is still on. The point is still 4. We're going back to the $30 base level. And we're going to play this until we lose. If it becomes a longer roll, and to me, once I get 5 wins at this level, I go up on the 4 and the 10 with a $30 buy. Okay, we didn't make it. We lost 120. But look at our starting bankroll. We're still up after losing 120 twice and the amount of 240. So we're going to go back up to the 240 level. Now, as I said, these are pre-programmed buttons on this that I can set up. If you look between the prop bets and where the come area and field is, you'll see little green lines. Those are actually the pre-programmed buttons that don't show up in the recording. Okay, so we're off on the come out. We're looking, there's a come out 11. The point's going to be a 10. All right, so we're looking for 2 hits. There's 1. There's 2. So we can pull the chips down and we go back up for the $30 level. And we're going to continue to do this. This will be my second recording that I made using this process. In the first recording, there was a couple things that I said that was wrong. So I may embed that video within this video when I go ahead and publish this video out on YouTube, so you can see that. I would have won. I did win just a little over $500. I think it was $631 in the win. But I'm looking for a $500 win ratio here. That might not be your stop loss or your win ratio, but it's something to think about. If you don't have one, you should. I do. But for those people that don't play close to a casino, I certainly could understand why you might want to have play differently than, say, somebody that lives within an hour ride of a casino that can go quite often. And as you see here, that's my 3rd win. I'm looking for 1 more win after this, and we'll go up on the 4 and 10. And we got there. So what I'll do is I'll rack that. And if you take a look here, guys, this program, if I push the button, it tells me I have 120 in play. And it'll tell me that if we added the 120 to that, you can see that we would be at $29.85. Now, if we get to the $500 win this fast in this video, I may reset the whole thing and do it again. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to place the 4. I'm going to buy the 4 and the 10 for $30. And as you see here, the program prompts me for some things, and we're going to continue to play at this ratio. Okay, so we won on the 4 and 10. We're off on the come out. And I really think we're going to get to the $500 win pretty fast, so I may run this twice. Let's see what happens. Okay. There's a win, and probably, oh, good, we got a loss. When I say good, I didn't want us to lose, but I wanted to be able to show you that we are $103 away from our goal. Since we lost at the 120 level, we come up for the 240. We're not interested in the 4 and the 10 at this particular moment. So we're looking for 2 hits, and then we're back down to the 120, and we're looking for our $500 wins. That's 1. There's 2. So we'll take the chips down, and I can do it one of 2 ways. I can take them down manually like this, or there's a button in there that that you can bring it down a lot faster. Well, look, guys, we're at our $500 win rate right there. I wasn't even thinking of that. But as you can see, let's see what the time is. The time is 8 minutes. I'm going to go ahead and reset this and see what we do again in this same video. I'm going to reset it. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to roll until we 7 out. Hopefully this won't be a long roll where I would have made a lot of money coming up on the $30 rate, but it looks like we should have. I should have left the money out there. That's 4, All right, what we got paid there? We would have got paid there. It's 5 hits at $30. So we would have got 105. We would have got $140 more added into our bankroll. 140. We would have $20 more because we would have lost 120 and 140. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to reset this bankroll back to 2,500, and we're going to act like we're starting again. Okay, we're back to 2,500. There's our 120. We're off on the come out. We have an 8 as a point. All right. Now remember, at this level, you're going to run till you lose. It doesn't make sense to think of it that way, but if you get on a long roll, and a long roll to me is 5 wins before I'll place the or buy the 4 and the 10. Okay, so that's our 3rd win. We haven't had a 7 out yet. All right, we're back on with the point of 6. There's our, is that the 4th or 5th win? We'll go one more, and one more win, and then we'll place it. Okay, so as you can see here, we're at 25.76. If we look, we have 120 in session. We add the 120. You can see that we're almost already $200 ahead. So I'm going to go ahead, and I expect to lose this, guys, so don't flip out on me while I'm doing this. I'm going to go ahead and buy the 4 and the 10. Now, this isn't specifically his strategy, but this is what he says he does on a long roll. To me, if I'm going to win five hits, that gets me my 120 paid for. I'm going to come back out for the 4 and the 10 because with the buy, I would be winning $60 minus the VIG. So we lost it. But if you take a look, out of all that, we're still up on our hit. I mean, on our bankroll, sorry. So in this case, because we took the hit, we're going to come up to the next level, which is the $60 level across, or the 240. And this is where this strategy does get interesting. So let's go ahead and establish a point. All right, the point is 9. So we're looking for 2 hits, and if we don't make the 2 hits, this would be a good example to be able to show you what happens. But we did hit the 2 hits, so we're going to pull it all down, and we're going to put it back in our bank, and now we just regress back to the 120 level. And this is what you do, but it's very interesting. In the video that I'll post in the description will be the first video I shot here. You'll see that I get down to 785, and when I come back, I'm still $630 some. I want to say $31 ahead. So that's our first hit. Well, at this level, we don't have to worry about it. Sorry, but we're just going to run this level out until we lose, and we're going to bump it up. Okay, so we lost. Let's go up to the $60 level. And the memory puts the chips in that spot. I'm actually touching the screen to put them in where they should be on the place bet side. So we're looking for 2 hits here, and I'm actually hoping that we get hit with the 7 before that, so we can go to the 90 and maybe even get to the 120 level, so you can see what happens here. So we're looking for one more hit at this level. Okay, so we got the hit. We pull our chips down, and we go back to the, oops, that's the $60 level, guys. Sorry, let me take that back. And we're going to come back to the $120 level, or the 30 on the inside on each of the hits. So our goal is to, depending upon where you hit on the screen is what those boxes come up. Our goal is to get to $500 win. And we're not. As you can see, we're only $98 ahead. But I have found that playing this strategy, and yes, I'm going up to the 240 level, playing this strategy has come back. Every time I've played it, I have not run out of money yet, and I have not had to rebuy. All right, so the point's 9. We're looking for 2 hits at this level, and then we would regress back down. I'm hoping we get hit, because this is just going to show you the fact that we get to the win rate that we had of $500, because I'm trying to keep this video short, and we're already at 12 minutes, because this video will have me talking in the beginning and me talking at the end, because I'll incorporate this video into my typical screenshot video on my YouTube channel. So we're going to come back down, and we're going to start over. As you see, we're halfway to our win rate, and we have taken a couple hits. So we're back down to the $30 rate, which is to 120 inside. Now we have a point of 6. Remember, you're always off in the come out on this strategy. This person that submits these has a tendency to work the strategy the majority of the time. And at this level, we're playing till we lose or reach $500. That hasn't happened to me before. I guess I'm just getting lucky with these rolls, because this is incredible. Because if we push this down, if we take that 120, guys, you would see that we are at 29.55, and which means we're $45 away from our win ratio. I was really hoping to be able to hit some additional losses so that you can see this. This is just incredible because I think that one might have just pushed us over. 120, yeah, we're what, $3 short of, oh good, we lost. We were $3 short of our win rate. So that's the $30 level. Now we're going to go back up at the $60 level per number on the inside. And with that said, I'm hoping that we get a 7 out so we can go to the 90 and maybe get to the 120 level. I have had to go as high as the $200 level before, and then you regress back down in $30 increments on each one of the place box hits after 2 hits. And it's very unique to see this work. Whether this will work playing live or not, I don't know. I am going to follow it up with a video on my table as we talk through it. And there's 2 hits. So at this level, because we had our 2 hits, if we brought all this down, guys, watch where we're going to be. We're going to be at our win ratio. 2 times in a row, I'm defeating the purpose of this video, and I have gone 15 minutes, and I think that's good enough in this video. Guys, this is a phone app that I use. It's not always this easy. However, this strategy of this martingale style strategy is, it works on the phone. Now, this is using strictly randoms. In my win craps, I'll take this and run it with specific dice sets, and then I'll roll it out on the table, and that's what you see. This video that I'm using now is embedded to show you my practicing strategies as well as how I practice my strategies for when I go and record my YouTube channels. All right, this is Jeff from Mid-Atlantic Craps. As always, be safe and play smart. There's more coming up on this video, so don't go anywhere. All right, guys, so we are back with me being live in the studio, but this is a recording. You know what I mean by that because you've been here enough times to understand that. So I'm back here. Basically, that app that is being used, I'm going to show you the name of the app. If you just give me 1 second to catch up on my screens. The app is actually called Craps Trainer, and the Android version has a free version and a pro version. I'm not promoting the fact that you have to buy the paid version, but the paid version does give you the ability to do several things with your bets. And the thing that I like about it is the paid version gives you the ability to turn the puck off and on the come out. So that's Craps Trainer, and then there's Craps Trainer Pro, and I don't know that it's on the ISO platform because I use Android-based platform. So real quick, we went through 94 rolls in those 2 videos that I put back to back, and both times I hit my $500 win ratio. In the description below, I will put the video that I shot that I actually had to go up to either the $150 or the $200 level, and I still recovered to be up over $600 ahead. I got down to like $785 or $775. It'll just be the video, more than most likely, without me. It'll just be that rolling out full screen for you to watch there. Anyway, guys, if you like this video, I appreciate it if you give me a thumbs up. If you haven't yet, please do. Hit that red subscribe button. Ring that bell for future notifications. The strategy that was here was a Whalen strategy. He sent me a couple more that I'm rolling out, and I don't know what he's going to call this, but we had the Whalen outside, which was the 4-5, 9-10. This is the 5-6, 8-9, so I'm going to call it the Whalen inside, and it's not specifically a parlay, and I know he's going to get mad at me for calling it a martingale, but if you see what happens, you lose, you go up $30, you hit 2 hits, you drop back down. Guys, I've rolled it out a couple times. I'm going to hit the table the next time, but we're going to do it live, recorded in my studio on the Whalen inside. All right, guys, till next time. This is Jeff from Mid-Atlantic Craps. As always, please be safe and play smart.